total solar eclipse will take place on Monday, April 8, 2024, visible across North America and dubbed the Great North American Eclipse by some media. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes between Earth and the Sun, thereby obscuring the image of the Sun for a viewer on Earth. A total solar eclipse occurs when the moon's apparent diameter is larger than the Sun's, blocking all direct sunlight, turning day into darkness. Totality occurs only in a narrow path across Earth's surface, with the partial solar eclipse visible over a surrounding region thousands of kilometers wide. Type of eclipse: nature: total gamma 0.3431, magnitude 1.0566, maximum eclipse duration 268 s 4 minutes and 28 seconds, location Nazas, Mexico, coordinates 25.3 degrees north 104.1 degrees west, max width of band 198 kilometers. 123 miles times UTC P1 partial begin 15 hours 42 minutes and 7 seconds, U1 total begin 16 hours 38 minutes and 44 seconds, greatest eclipse 18 hours 18 minutes and 29 seconds, U4 total end 19 hours 55 minutes and 29 seconds, P4 partial end 20 hours 52 minutes and 14 seconds. References: Saros 13930 of 71 catalog. Hashtag SE 509561, occurring only one day after perigee on Sunday, April 7, 2024, the moon's apparent diameter will be 5% larger than average. With a magnitude of 1.0566, its longest duration of totality will be of 4 minutes and 28.13 seconds near the Mexican town of Nazas, Durango, about 4 miles 6 kilometers north, and the nearby city of Torreon, Coahuila. This eclipse will be the first total solar eclipse to be visible in the provinces of Canada since February 26, 1979, the first in Mexico since July 11, 1991, and the first in the United States since August 21, 2017. It will be the only total solar eclipse in the 21st century where totality will be visible in Mexico, the U.S., and Canada. It will also be the last total solar eclipse visible in the contiguous United States until August 23, 2044. The final solar eclipse of the year will occur 6 months later, on October 2, 2024. Visibility: the totality of the solar eclipse will be visible in a narrow strip on the Pacific Ocean, passing 230 miles north of the Marquesas Islands and later in North America, beginning at the Pacific coast, then ascending in a northeasterly direction through Mexico, the United States, and Canada, before ending in the Atlantic Ocean. Mexico: edit in Mexico, totality will pass through the states of Sinaloa, Durango, and Coahuila, including Torreon, Matamoros, Monclova, Sabinas, Ciudad Acuña, and Piedras Negras. United States: edit in the United States, totality will be visible through the states of Texas, including parts of San Antonio, Austin, and Fort Worth, and all of Arlington, Dallas, Killeen, Temple, Texarkana, Tyler, Sulphur Springs, and Waco, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, Illinois, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Pennsylvania, upstate New York, and northern Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, with the line of totality going almost directly over the state's highest point, Mount Katahdin. The largest city entirely in the path will be Dallas, Texas. It will be the second total eclipse visible from the central United States in just 7 years, after the eclipse of August 21, 2017. Totality will pass through the town of Wapakoneta, Ohio, home of Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon. This will be the last total solar eclipse visible in the contiguous United States until August 23, 2044. A partial solar eclipse will be visible in all of the other parts of the contiguous United States and in the southeast Alaska. Canada: edit in Canada, the path of totality will pass over parts of southern and eastern Ontario, parts of southern Quebec, central New Brunswick, western Prince Edward Island, the northern tip of Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia, and central Newfoundland. Then, it will vanish on the eastern Atlantic coast of Newfoundland. Some of the Canadian cities listed, such as Hamilton and Montreal, are on an edge of the path of totality. Windsor, London, Toronto, and Ottawa lie just north of the path of totality, and Moncton lies just south of it. A partial solar eclipse will be visible in all of the other parts of Canada, except the western part of Yukon and the western tip of the Northwest Territories. Europe. The eclipse will be partially seen in Svalbard, Iceland, Ireland, western parts of Great Britain, northwest parts of Spain and Portugal, the Azores, and Canary Islands. Unusually, this eclipse extends below the horizon, where the greatest phase is to be observed at mid-nautical twilight in Galicia and the beginning of astronomical twilight in Nouvelle-Aquitaine. The extension of the eclipse path within the twilight zone will create probably the best observation window for the 12P Pons-Brooks comet located closely to Jupiter. Central America and South America. The eclipse will be partially seen in all Central American countries, from Belize to Panama, all the Greater Antilles, and northern South America. Oceania. The eclipse will be partially seen in Hawaii, eastern Kiribati, Tokelau, American Samoa, except its extreme western part, Cook Islands, French Polynesia, and Pitcairn Islands. Although all located east of the 180th meridian, the local time of the partial eclipse in Kiribati and Tokelau is Tuesday, April 9, 2024, because either UTC plus 13 or UTC plus 14 is observed in these areas. Cloud cover prospects along the path. April is a month of changeable weather along the eclipse path. The weather in Mexico and the southern United States include afternoon convective buildups, whereas northern regions are still immersed in late winter and early spring weather, with passing low-pressure disturbances. Of these disturbances, eclipse day cloud cover is most likely, unless severe storms are present across the south or spring storms with blizzard-like conditions are passing in the north. Cloud patterns are simple. Lowest average cloud coverage occur in the south, particularly in Mexico, whereas the highest amounts of coverage crop up in the northeastern United States and Canada. Graph of average April cloud cover along the eclipse path. Graph of average fractional April cloud cover along the central axis of the 2024 total eclipse path derived from 21 years of daytime polar orbiting satellite observations. Fractional values can be treated as percentages. Data, CMSAF, EUMETSAT. Delta Airlines has scheduled a special eclipse following flight from Austin to Detroit on a large window A220-300, and various other flights in the path of totality will also avoid cloud cover entirely. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and other social media platforms to My Brothers and Sisters.